Greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Oh wait, welcome to Off the Homestead Cooking Edition. So, we weren't going to do this, but we decided that this is one of our favorites. Call it the kitchen sink, because we literally throw everything in this dish, including the kitchen sink. So, what we're starting with, if you notice right here, we got our Dutch oven on Coleman Century stove on the gas stove, heating up. Yesterday, we did a chicken in this, and we saved all the juices, so we got all the, yeah, see all that goodness there? Yeah. We basically steamed the chicken in venison stock, then picked all the meat off it and saved the juices. So it's got some seasoning in there too. What we're doing right now is we're just going to heat this up, toss some butter in, then we're going to start off with some ground venison. I know if you don't have any venison, you can use Hamburg. Hopefully you can see because, well, we're off the homestead, so we didn't bring the tripod with us. We got the camera and we're hand doing it, so. Yay! Where'd my butter go? Here's my butter. So, nice, healthy chunk of butter into the pot. Now, while I wait for the butter to melt, backstory. This came about on Hun and I's first trip. We took an RV down to Disney World. Well, on the way back, we decided it was hot, the weather was coming in, so we pulled over at a campground in Georgia, and we stayed an extra 2 or 3 days while we were there. And we basically started looking in the fridge at what we had, and we didn't have enough to make a meal by itself. So we got out the Dutch oven, some charcoal, set it down on the ground, and just threw everything in there. So we had like little pieces of back strap, some leftover hamburger, venison burger. We had a handful of peas and some corn, a few carrots, and we just threw it all in there and seasoned it. A little bit of flour to make it into like a stew. So this kitchen sink is more of a stew, usually. But it changes every time you make it because you make it with what you have left over. If there's not enough to make a full meal, you just make a meal out of what you have. So this time we got, well, venison. We got some chicken left over from our chicken yesterday. We have our venison / chicken stock. We're gonna throw in some dried zucchini. Then we got tomatoes, basil, okra, carrots. Alright, so we went ahead, we got the venison burger all heated up and cooked. This is tomorrow's lunch, don't mind that. We're doing egg salad on the trail because, you know, everyone loves a good fart. But now that we got this done, we're going to go ahead and take last night's venison stock with chicken fat and start rendering that down because, well, it's one big blob. And when I was giving you the ingredients earlier, I also forgot. We have some green beans that are, well, they were a little old, so we went ahead and we threw those in there. Yeah, 3-day-old venison stock. We're just going to add a smidge of this because this is going to melt down in here nicely.
So I need to take it back inside?
Yeah, we'll have some more stuff to take in. What? You tell them. Alright, on top of that, we have what's left of the chicken from last night. Throw that in there. Then we have our basil, carrots, we got some okra, green beans. Throw that in there. And then we have a small mess of tomatoes because tomatoes go good in any stew. Throw that in there. And to top it all off, what did I do with it? There it is. We got some of our dried zucchini. This will reconstitute. Just throw that in there. With all that in there, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up to temp, wait for it to come to a boil, then we're going to turn it down to a simmer, put a lid on it, then Hun, I, and the baby are going to go for, oh yeah, and Blue, Blue's over here too. She's on the trail with us as well. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go for a walk and come back in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whenever we get back. And then we'll add the seasoning. Hopefully it won't be too dark, but we got lights on the camper. See you when we get back. All right, we're back. There's a little noise in the background. We had to fire up the generator, recharge the batteries, because the solar panel isn't working as good as we'd hoped. But there is our dinner. Now, if you remember, we didn't do a whole lot of seasoning in this. But this has been simmering for an hour or so. So let's see what we got for a flavor. It's not bad. We're gonna go simple with it. This is a Lowry seasoning salt. Different spoon. Yeah, that's all it needed. Perfect. So that's going to complete our dinner for tonight. We're going to go ahead and serve this up. It's getting a little dark here. That's why I'm sitting under the canopy lights. As a complement to this, we're going to probably have bread to soak up some of the juices, just to have some starch and some additional calories, because, well, it's been a long day on the trail. If you haven't seen the video yet, it's coming. If you have seen the video, take a look at our Off the Homestead other playlists. Other than that, it's been a good day. We're getting ready for a good meal. Once the camper's charged up a little bit, we'll shut that down, get some showers in, and then we do it all over again tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed this little the Homestead snippet, per se, of we eat when we're on the trail. And if you're looking for a recipe for this, there is none. This is to your taste. This is a one-pot meal. In fact, we even recycled the pot from yesterday. We just wiped it out and recooked everything in it. So don't ask for a recipe. We don't have one. This is to your liking. Put whatever vegetables you like in there, whatever meat you like in there, simmer it, add whatever seasonings you like in there, and be good with it. That's all it is. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.